Hello, good day everyone. You're welcome to my YouTube channel, Pharmaco Healthy Channel. My name is Pharmacist Goodluck, and in today's presentation, permit me to ask, do you have a wound-like skin lesion in between your toes, itchy, very painful with a very offensive odor, that it has been there for quite a long period of time and you are even tired of trying to get rid of it? Drink a cup of chilled water and take a deep breath as you are listening to me now, because by the end of this presentation, you are going to discover why your athlete foot have refused to go, and by extension, the necessary things that you need to do so that it will become a thing of the past. So we are going to delve into the presentation proper from here, but before we do that, I suggest that we go for a short break. So if this sounds convincing to you, I advise you to stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, because I'll be right back soon. Hello, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, Pharmaco Healthy Channel. So the question now is, why is the wound in between your toes not healing? Okay, so number one is the medication you are taking. You are probably taking the wrong medication. Yes, you are probably taking an antibiotics rather than antifungal agents. Yes, both antibiotics and antifungal agents are antimicrobial agents. But whereas the antibiotics target bacteria responsible for bacterial infections like boil, impetigo, cellulitis, etc., the antifungal agents, on the other hand, target fungi responsible for fungal infections like athlete foot, ringworm, yeast infections, and what have you. So when an antibiotic is used for managing fungal infection and an antifungal agent is used for managing a bacterial infection, there is high probability that this drug will have no activities against these microorganisms. Wrong diagnosis as a result of self-treatment is chiefly responsible for this. Yes, most patients feel that because they have a wound in between their toes, definitely this wound is a bacterial infection, and hence the need for an antibiotic therapy like Ampiclox. No, this is wrong, because this wound in between your toe is definitely a fungal infection called athlete foot, and these antibiotics will have no activity against this wound. I'm not saying this to negate the fact that there are certain cases of secondary bacterial infection in which the athlete foot in addition has been contaminated by a bacterial infection. So here the use of antibiotics is justified, but this should be done together with already established antifungal agents, both topical and systemic, depending on the severity. Number two, your immune system. Yes, your immune system might be probably low. Yes, the body immune system acts just like the soldiers in the borders of the sovereign country, protecting this country from foreign invaders. If by any means these foreign invaders overpower the soldier and get their way into the country, that does not mean that these soldiers will stop fighting. No, they will not give up. They will keep fighting until they completely flush out these foreign invaders from their country. During the process of this fight, some of the soldiers will be killed, right? Okay, so the body immune system acts in the same manner with this analogy. Okay, the body immune system fights against foreign microorganisms that try to penetrate the body to cause harm. So if by any means at all that these foreign invaders finally make their way into the body system, the immune system do not stop fighting. It keeps fighting tooth and nail until it completely flush out these microorganisms from the body. During the process of this fight, some of the immune cells will be destroyed, and these destroyed immune cells will now gather at the site of action as pores. So when your immune system is low, it could be the reason why your athlete foot is not healing. Number three, your blood glucose level. Yes, probably your blood glucose level is high without your knowledge. That is why it is very, very important that you always check your blood glucose level. This is because in diabetes, the excess glucose in the blood acts as source of nutrients to the microorganism responsible for athlete foot. So even with the correct medication and with a viable immune system, these microorganisms tend to grow and multiply at a faster rate than they are destroyed, thereby making healing practically difficult. Number four is impatience. Yes, you are probably not patient enough. It might interest you to know that most fungal infections are very difficult to get rid of. For example, some fungal infections require daily treatment for about 6 months. However, for this athlete foot, a daily treatment for about 2 to 4 weeks is required. This treatment may last longer than this depending on the severity and also other considerations of your healthcare provider. This is always a problem because most patients want their athlete foot to disappear just after 5 days. So when placed on particular medications and after 5 days this athlete foot is still there, these patients stop taking the medication with the wrong assumption that these medications are not working. So I will advise you, if you want your athlete foot to disappear, then you have to take your medication exactly as prescribed by your healthcare provider. And then number 5 is negligence. Yes, your athlete foot is not healing because probably you are negligent of certain additional tips that does not only facilitate healing but also prevent reinfections. These tips include number 1, ensuring that you keep your toes dry as much as possible. Number 2, ensuring that you do not wear those your tight-fitted shoes. As a matter of fact, you can consider dashing these shoes out. Number 3, ensuring that you don't share your shoe, socks, towel with other persons that you cannot completely ascertain their health status. And then finally, ensuring that you don't go to public places barefooted. When we say public places, we mean places like shower rooms, locker rooms, like sports changing rooms, and also the wet floor surrounding swimming pool. So with this being said, I would like to say thank you very much for your audience, and please don't forget to subscribe. And if you can also comment, like, and share, I will be very grateful to you. See you in my next episode.